Hello and welcome to 5 Minutes in the Shed. As you can see behind me, there's a big gap on the bike there, and that is where the instrumentation should go. So on today's video I'm going to rebuild the clocks and dials. So I'm going to take you over to the instrumentation station. Okay, so here's the clocks as they come off. As you can see, they're all smashed to bits, held together with bits of sellotape and stuff like that. Pretty bad. So yeah, what we're going to do is have a crack at taking all these bits off. That's just spinning, so I guess that's broken. Oh, that one undoes. That one undoes. This could be an easy job, or it could be a really hard job. I have no idea yet. You know, these things all come off, and then the dials. Oh, there we go. It's the start of it, at least. And let's take some tape off. This is kind of what they look like underneath. Oh, that is broken anyway. So there's a few broken bits. These are all supposed to be rubber mounted on this bracket. No, that's broken out of there. Yeah, a few things to do there. But I need to strip the whole lot down, I think. I'm going to get all the new parts out and see how that all kind of what's going to be replaced, what isn't going to be replaced. I'll see what I can do with these studs, and then we'll see if we can get them back together. Cue the funky music. Okay, so that's the Speedo done. So broken Speedo housing is all there. There's a little rubber here for the tripometer that I missed. Apart from that, everything's in. This little rubber is like the anti-vibration bit. So this is the Speedo part of it. Oh man, that's a different sized hole. It's not going to work. Okay, so pretty good. I mean, it's obviously a pattern part, but it's alright. We've got 2 new studs in it, which were broken off, so that's nice. So that's the Speedo, magnetic Speedo. Cable goes in there, spins around. 2 bulbs go in there, which is these 2 bulbs here. So that part's done. Put that there. Okay, so next up then, without pulling my microphone down, is the centerpiece, which is this bit here. Now, I think, no, it's smashed. Yeah, it's smashed. So I'll do the centerpiece. That needs to all come unscrewed out of there. That's the fuel gauge that goes in there. May as well unscrew the rev counter at the same time, because we've got the new base that it all goes into here. The only thing wrong with this is that we've got a left indicator, right indicator, high beam and neutral. Now this bike has got indicator, neutral, high beam and engine malfunction lamp. Now I don't know how I'm going to change those, because those are glued in, they're kind of bonded in, so I don't think I'll be able to change the engine lamp for that, which is a shame, unless I use this clock's around, but there's a crack in it there, which is a shame. If that wasn't cracked there, I could reuse it. So I'm not really sure what I'm going to do about that. I can't really... If I smash that out, you can guarantee it's all going to break. So yeah, not a lot. Let's have a look at it under the light. No, it's kind of bonded in. So I'm just going to have to call that one the engine mill lamp. It's near enough. I mean, who's going to know? Right, who's going to know? So yeah. I mean, the other thing as well, I mean, these ain't perfect anyway, because as you may have noticed, I've got a black Speedo and a white-faced rev counter, so they're off different bikes anyway. This has got a black bezel, this one got a chrome bezel. So, I mean, they're not going to be perfect anyway, but, you know, they'll work. So, yeah, you take the rest of this apart and then transfer it into the new cradle. Right, quick talky bit stop. Alright, so looking at these two things here, this is the rev counter, right? With the three kind of connections there, and that has one illumination bulb at the top. Now this one that's come for it, we've got three connections. I think they're going to be the same, approximately. Not quite sure because this bottom one looks a bit odd. Top two definitely are. So I'm going to take this apart very carefully and try it in there, but it might not fit, so I might have to screw around with it a bit. Let's see how that goes. If I can't get that in there, then I've always got a black bezel that I can put on this one. Makes them a bit more matching. We shall see. Okay, we're done. So, didn't use that one. So now we have there a pair of Yamaha clocks with odd face dials, but they're all nice and lovely, and icons that don't do what they're saying they're going to do. Petrol gauge, it's always going to be empty because it belongs to a teenager, and lovely, nice plastic. So I've rewrapped the wires with my cloth tape. I mean, this bike doesn't really justify cloth tape, but it's all I had. So cloth tape, brackets fairly straight. So I'm going to drop it on the bike now, see what it looks like. Okay, we're going wobbly, handy wobbly cam. Even more wobbly because I just bumped into the vice. Right, so handlebars are on. They're not staying exactly where I want to put them, but there we go. So you can now see we have a dashboard. Lovely jubbly. Bit of a zoom out there. We've also got one mirror, by the way. I have managed to sort out one mirror. Got a little adapter there, so I've got another adapter on the way. I did have another adapter, but it's an offset one. That's no good. So adapters are on the way. There we go. Do you want to see a selfie? Selfie. There you go. Right. So happy with that. Clock's all done. So next stage then, I need some grips for the handlebars. But apart from that, the next stage really is taking all of these wires, because there's quite a lot. Some have been modified and butchered, and all of those wires, that's the ignition switch that was on it before, because obviously stolen. So that needs to be replaced back up into the new steering switch, and then I need to figure out, bear with me, this bad boy, which is the headlamp, which has different connectors on because it's an aftermarket one. And you'll also notice around the outside are LED indicators that flash on the outside of the headlamp. Now I don't think they're good enough really for on the road, the outside halo kind of indicators, so I'm going to leave these on because I think these are really good. However, I might wire them up as well, so I'm going to have double indicators on the front. Should be nice. Right, so that's it. Handlebars, clocks, front end. Do need a tyre on that wheel though. So yeah, that's stuff to be getting on with. Thanks for watching, and I'll catch you next time.